Wow, wow, wow. I wasn't recording. Okay, since I'm recording now, let me use the time to recap so that anyone who is going to be seeing this recorded section, we get to understand how I came about listing all these things here, right? Now, like I said, right, we finished our previous trading strategies and concepts. We finished explaining some trading strategies and concepts like the retail strategy, the Falcon strategy, indicator traders, and the algo traders, right? Now we are being left with SMC concepts and then BTMM, which I left on purpose for us to treat differently, right? Now, when we talk of the smart money concepts, right? When we talk of smart money concepts, in actually trying to trade smart money concepts, in actually trying to trade the SMC concepts, right? There are several terminologies you need to consider, several things you need to consider to trade SMC, right? And when you hear SMC, most of the things that come to you guys' mind is supply and demand zones, right? Supply and demand zones, market structures. And when you hear of market structures, there are other things that comprises in that market structures. It's bigger than these things I've listed, right? A whole lot, right? When you hear of market structures, you start assuming things like break of market structure, which is BOS there, right? Break of market structure, SMS, which is shift of market structure, right? Change of character, demand to supply flips, right? Trading flip zones, right? Similar to change of character, but then a bit different. Yeah. We have things like other blocks, breaker blocks, and mitigation blocks, right? And also we have one of our liquidity draw there, which is on fair value gaps, right? I shouldn't include inefficient price action, but then it's cool being this way, right? Short and simplified. And now you should actually know that the founder of ICT concepts was it's Michael J. Hodinson, right? If you go to Twitter and you search for ICT, he's there, he's the person there, he's the Michael, right? He's the person there. He has a YouTube channel, like you all know, right? Yeah, so he's the person that founded this ICT concept that's here today. Several traders have refined ICT concept to become simpler, right? This is why I may teach you ICT concept, beginner to advanced, right? And you may go to his YouTube channel to see, right? They'll be the same thing, but then two things will happen. Either you find my course very difficult to understand, right? Or you find he's very difficult because his own now is something that is raw, right? It is too raw that people haven't actually refined it. So that is sometimes when you go to YouTube channels, you see other YouTubers when they explain trading for you, it gets simpler more than the actual founder because these YouTubers, most of them doesn't actually trade or some trades, right? But then they actually have sat down and then observe all of these things and then try to break out all of those concepts to a simpler form, right? Now, every person you learn from has a, well, let me stop here. I don't want to go too much. Yeah, so the founder of the strategy we've been trading so far is Michael J. Hodgson, right? He's the founder, the person who brought about the birth of the strategy. Now for BTMM, Beat the Market Maker, right? It was founded by a trader, right? Called Steve Morrow, right? Did I pronounce that well? Yeah, I did. So he's a forex trader, right? So this strategy works very well for the forex markets. I'm not a forex trader, but then I've been exposed to a whole lot of information based on research and how determined I am in trading, right? Yeah, so yeah, but then ICT concepts, you can trade it on all financial markets, right? I'm trying to do a recap of everything I've said here, and there may be some errors in my recap because I'm trying to be fast. Yeah, so you can, this ICT concept works for every financial market. I've been asked several questions in WhatsApp in my DMs. Can I trick, does this ICT concept or does this SMC concept applies to the forex market, or does or a forex trader asking you if SMC concept applies in crypto? The answer is yes. It all applies to every financial market, right? Because I myself, I have analyzed the crypto market. I'm a crypto trader, and then I've traded the crypto market. And what strategy am I using? Smart money concept. I've analyzed I'm not a forex trader yet, but then I've analyzed the forex markets, and then I used ICT concepts to analyze it, and it's played very well. So the answer to your question is yes, the strategy works for all financial markets, right? Now let's continue. So when we talk about BTMM, right, we are trying to understand, as the name goes, beat the market maker. We are trying to, find a way, like an edge to profit from. You're not trying to beat the market maker like the name is telling you. You're just trying to find an edge to at least flow with the market makers, because indeed you cannot beat them, right? They are bigger than you, right? They're bigger than you and I, right? The retail traders. So you can beat them, but then you can go with their flow. But then going with their flow is not actually easy. So that is the essence of the strategy here. BTMM, beats the market maker, right? Yeah. So let's continue. Does it work on synthetic trading? I haven't tried synthetic indices. Yeah, I haven't tried that. I haven't tried trading the synthetic markets, right? So let's type something on BTMM. So let's continue. Beat the market maker. Time is running so fast. Oh my gosh. Beat the market maker. 20, right? So max BTMM. So let's just get started. It's recorded. Yeah, it's all being recorded. But then to assess them, it's gonna be way tough. Right. So the essence of all of these trading concepts we've all come about is to make money, right? We are all here to make money. And then trading is not easy, right? Don't let anyone tell you that trading is not a piece of cake, right? There is a whole lot of work to be done to become a profitable trader, right? So now let's look at this beat the market maker and their objectives, right? Their objectives. Why they actually, okay, their objectives, right? Their objectives. Their objectives. All the things I'm teaching you, right, are things that I've actually taken note of for a very long time. Observe, okay, their objectives, right? So let's start. And one of them here is to 14. So one of the objectives is to understand how the market makers, right? To understand what the market makers are and their objectives, right? We retailers want to know who the market makers are and what they're about to do, what like the kind of things they could do, right? Yeah, let me type them. It's gonna be long if I type. It's gonna be long and it will take time to understand what market makers, right? Markets, sorry. To understand what market makers are and their objectives, right? And their why am I writing this for? And their objectives, right? This is one of their aim, right? To understand what market makers are and their objectives, right? This is one reason, right? And the other one is to understand how the market makers manipulate or move the market, right? We all know that, Jesus Christ, this section will be ending in next 10 minutes. Wow. Next 10 minutes, this thing will be ending. 1 hour has gone like that. Let's stay till it ends because who knows? I may host an extra one. Yeah, let's just stay. So to understand what the market makers are, right, and their objectives, right? Another objective of the retail traders is to Another objective of the retail traders, right, is to understand how the market makers manipulate and move the markets, right? Now, if you've learned about liquidity, well, let me pause. Let's just continue. To understand, to understand, to understand how the market makers, right? How the market makers manipulate or move the markets, right? Manipulate or move the markets. Understanding these things, understanding these objectives will help you understand the reason why you're trading smart money concepts, because a whole lot of persons actually come to smart money. Like when you come to something, right, don't just go into the area of making money like that. Don't just jump into it, right? Try to understand how some of the things you are into came about, how they originated from, right? Yeah, so because it will give you a better understanding on the kind of trader you're gonna be, or the kind of trading concepts you are using, right? To understand how market makers manipulate or move the market, or move the market, or move the market, right? Or move the market, or move the market, right? The other one is to identify stop hunts, right? So identify stop hunts. If you've learned about liquidity, then you should know what stop hunts are, right? But then we may treat them tomorrow. But before then, I will give you a clue to what we are going to be having tomorrow. To understand or to identify stop hunts and standouts from most retail traders, because should I put it that way? So to identify stop hunts and stand out from most retail traders, stand out from most retail traders, right? Now, to combine strategy with other indicators for high probability on confluence trading, I do this one a whole lot, right? I do this one a whole lot. All of these things are notes I've taken down, right? I do this thing a whole lot, right? Even as an SMC trader, I make use of indicators at some points, right? I make use of indicators at some points. There are times when the markets will be clear, but then you are not yet should I say satisfied on the kind of information you want is not yet complete, right? I may add up indicators, Fibonacci or the moving averages or fixed volume profile to identify better results. And it actually gives you a high probability on trade setup, right? Adding smart money concepts with indicators gives you a high probability setups. That is a clean trade there, right? So that is if you can understand the both, right? So to combine, or should I say, to combine BTMM or SMC, I'm gonna use both of them, right? BTMM or SMC, right? With other indicators. Typing is way stressful for high probability trades, right? Proba for high probability trades, right? Don't worry. You will have as when I'm done typing all of this, you will see everything I've listed, and then I will do is a summary on the things I've typed. Then we continue on high probability confluence trading, high probability confluence trading, right? Confluence trading. My probability is wrongly spelled probability, probability. Okay. And to exercise patience, because most of you guys are impatient and make consistent profits. To exercise patience and make consistent profits, right? To exercise patience and make consistent profits. Consistent profit is a kind of a different vibe, right? It's not the type that when you make today, you lose tomorrow, make today, lose tomorrow, make today, making today and losing tomorrow. It's actually it gives you headache. Yeah. If you make a $100 profit today in a trade, the next trade takes everything and things like that. Yeah, so let's stop here. Now we are trying to identify what this beats the market makers, right? What these retailers are trying to tell about the market makers, right? As a retail trader, you should actually read this thing. Let me spare you some time, right? You are trying to understand what market makers are and their objectives, right? Their moves, right? You are trying to understand how market makers manipulate or move the markets, right? Here calls for understanding liquidity, right? Here calls for understanding liquidity, right? And even here too, here comes from understanding liquidity. These two, understanding liquidity. This section is ending in 3 minutes time. It's a red flag for me. I'll be ending this here and I'm rehosting. You will see a new link in less than 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm ending this. We spent an hour already and we plan to spend just an hour. But then I'm ending this here and in less than 10 minutes, I'll be sending a new link to you. Okay, so let's end it here. You will see a new link